Lights, camera, action. Okay. You're watching Food is Medicine, where we teach you how to heal from the root cause so that you can feel whole again. We've got a bit of a controversial topic today, and that is the ketogenic diet. Is it good for you? Is it bad for you? You've been sending us questions through our customer service, so I am here to answer those. First and foremost, what is a ketogenic diet? So what happens when we want to go ketogenic is we train the body to use ketones for fuel. And so what that is ketones are a byproduct of using fat for fuel instead of glucose or sugar or carbs. So it's also known as the low carb, high fat diet. And the ketogenic diet, people, why do they want to go on a ketogenic diet? Usually it's because they want to lose weight and increase their energy, and they want to do those things pretty quickly. Or they could want to lower their blood pressure. They can also want to increase their HDL, the good cholesterol. But what do we have to do in terms of eating a ketogenic diet? You have to go so super low carb where you're keeping your diet to 5% of the daily intake of your food is going to be carbohydrates. So it goes by weight. Someone like me, 110 pounds, I'm at 5%. I'm going 20 grams of net carbs a day. And the more you weigh, the more carbs you can have. So what does net carbs actually mean? It means the carbohydrate minus the fiber. We do a little math here. So for example, this broccoli, this is 1 cup of broccoli. There are 6 grams of carbs, but the broccoli has 2 grams of fiber. So broccoli has 4 grams of net carbs. Berries, 1 cup of organic berries is going to have 14 grams of carbs, but yet 8 grams of fiber, so your net carbs are 6. Do you like this math experiment? This is not true to whole journey fashion, because you know we are not about counting calories, counting your micro and macronutrients, but for some people the ketogenic diet can be healing, especially if you want to heal your pancreas that's been overactive, you've been having too many carbs and forcing it to produce insulin for a long time. Now you can take the burden off of the pancreas. Although what you are doing, and you need to know on the ketogenic diet, is you are shifting more of a burden to your gallbladder, which has to process the higher fat, especially if it's not used to it. Because the ketogenic diet is 70% fat, 25% protein, and 5% carbs. And when you're going ketogenic, the quality of the fat is very important. We're going to be using ghee, coconut oil, nuts and seeds, avocado, and this really differs from the paleo diet because dairy is allowed. High-fat dairy like heavy cream, butter, hard cheeses. Then you're also having your berries is pretty much the only sweets that you get at all, and you can put some xylitol or some stevia on there to sweeten them up. Typical vegetables you're going to be consuming on a ketogenic diet are going to be spinach, broccoli, kale, cauliflower, green beans. These are the lowest carb vegetables. You can consume other vegetables, but you have to look up their carbs because remember, keeping it under 5%. So a typical breakfast would be, let's say, 2 eggs with 1 cup of kale cooked in 2 tablespoons of butter. Or you may want to move to lunch where we have 1 cup of cauliflower mash. And then we're also having 4 to 6 ounces of chicken. And we're cooking that in either ghee or coconut oil, 2 tablespoons. So you're getting your oil really in there. And then dinner, 4 to 6 ounces of beef. You're having 1 to 2 cups of broccoli. And you're going to cook that maybe in high-fat butter, coconut oil, and put a little nuts and seeds on top. You can have 1 cup of berries for dessert with a little maybe erythritol, a no-calorie sugar. Alcohol must be organic, so it comes from non-GMO products, or some stevia mixed in there. So it's really low carb, and you have to pay for the transition, right? So if you are used to having a lot of carbs, which I have to say I love and I cannot give up. I can't give up the root vegetables like sweet potatoes and yams and carrots and parsnips, butternut squash, all that's out on the ketogenic diet. And when your body's used to getting a certain amount of carbs and now you take it to none, you're going to experience some symptoms. You may get a little bad breath. frequent urination, excess urination. You may feel a little dizzy. You may get fatigued, confused. These are actually normal signs of ketosis, and you're going to have to decide if this dietary plan is worth it for you. If you like this video, head on over to thewholejourney.com and subscribe. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time for Food as Medicine.